Welcome back to Artos Hub, where we explore the rebirth of legends and the future of American performance. Number 1. The Ford Mustang. Since 1964, the Mustang has been more than a car. It's been a movement. From the first pony car craze to its dominance in muscle wars, from drag strips to Hollywood movies, the Mustang has remained a cultural icon. And now, in 2026, Ford is rewriting the script once again. Before we talk about the newest model, it's worth remembering just how far the Mustang has come. For decades, it's been the balance of performance, style, and affordability. Unlike some muscle cars that disappeared and came back, the Mustang never left. Instead, it evolved. From the GT fastbacks of the late 60s to the high-tech Shelby GT 500s of today, every generation pushed the boundaries. But the 2026 model isn't just another update. It's a revolution for the modern age. At first glance, the 2026 Mustang is unmistakably a Mustang. That long hood, the aggressive nose, the flowing fastback roofline, it's all there. But Ford's design team has taken it into the future. The body is sculpted with aerodynamic precision, featuring active grille shutters, a more aggressive diffuser, and sleeker LED headlights that stretch like eyes across the front fascia. The Mustang logo proudly remains front and center, reminding everyone of its heritage. The rear end is dominated by the signature tri-bar taillights, now with a futuristic 3D lighting effect. The stance? Low, wide, and intimidating. Ford clearly wanted the Mustang to feel retro and modern in equal measure. This is where the 2026 Mustang really breaks new ground. For the first time in its history, the Mustang lineup will offer gasoline, hybrid, and full electric versions. Base models come with a turbocharged 2.3L EcoBoost engine, delivering strong performance with improved fuel economy. The GT version stays true to tradition with a 5.0L Coyote V8, refined and more powerful than ever, boasting 500-plus horsepower. For those who want the bleeding edge of tech, Ford introduces a hybrid V8, pairing raw muscle with electric torque. The result? Over 600 horsepower with instant throttle response. And then, there's the Mustang Mach-E GT Performance EV, which runs alongside the coupe and fastback lineup. By 2026, this electric powerhouse delivers mind-blowing acceleration, 0 to 60 mph in under 3 seconds, proving that even the future belongs to the Mustang. In short, Ford isn't abandoning its V8 heritage, but it's also making sure the Mustang survives in a world of EV dominance. Step inside the 2026 Mustang, and you're greeted with an entirely modern cockpit designed for performance enthusiasts. The centerpiece is Ford's dual-screen cockpit, with a massive curved digital display that blends the instrument cluster and infotainment system seamlessly. The driver can choose between classic gauge layouts that mimic old-school Mustangs or futuristic racing-inspired visuals. Premium trims offer leather and Alcantara seats with Mustang logos stitched into the headrests. The cabin is designed to cocoon the driver, everything from the flat-bottom steering wheel to the fighter jet-inspired toggle switches screams performance. And yes, Ford still offers the manual transmission option on certain trims, keeping purists happy in a world where most manufacturers have abandoned the stick shift. What's a Mustang without performance? The 2026 Mustang GT with the 5.0L V8 roars to life with a soundtrack that's as American as it gets. But thanks to new chassis tuning, adaptive dampers, and electronic stability systems, it's more than just brute force. It's precise, agile, and track-ready. The hybrid V8 takes things even further. Imagine the raw growl of a Mustang V8 combined with the instant torque of electric motors. Launch control sends the car off the line like a slingshot, while regenerative braking keeps performance sustainable. Meanwhile, the all-electric Mach-E GT proves that silence can be deadly. Instant acceleration and AWD traction mean this Mustang EV doesn't just compete with Teslas, it's out to dominate them. The 2026 Mustang lineup is priced to reach a wide range of enthusiasts. EcoBoost. Coupe. Around $32,000. GT V8, starting near $45,000. Hybrid GT. expected to begin around $55,000, $60,000. Mustang Mach-E GT. Performance, near $70,000. This pricing strategy means whether you're an entry-level buyer, a die-hard V8 fan, or a tech-forward EV enthusiast, there's a Mustang for you. Some may wonder, with EVs taking over and stricter regulations every year, how long can the Mustang last? Ford's answer is clear. As long as people love cars, there will be a Mustang. The 2026 model proves the Mustang isn't just about clinging to the past, it's about evolving without losing its soul. Whether it's the V8 Rumble, the hybrid Punch, or the silent EV Lightning, the Mustang adapts to every era without losing its identity. And that's why the Mustang is more than a car. It's a cultural touchstone, a piece of America that keeps reinventing itself while staying true to its roots. The 2026 Ford Mustang is proof that legends don't just survive, they thrive. It's Ford saying, "We'll give you the V8 you love, the tech you need, and the future you can't ignore." From the growl of the GT to the electric rush of the Mach-E, the Mustang's lineup in 2026 covers every corner of performance. And just like it has for 6 decades, it will continue to dominate both roads and hearts. Stay tuned, because up next we'll step into something completely different. A legend not defined by power, but by shape and personality. The one and only Volkswagen Beetle. Number 2, the Volkswagen Beetle. And in 2026, the Beetle is back. But this time, it's not just quirky charm and nostalgia, it's Volkswagen's bold step into the future of electric mobility, wrapped in the body of an icon. Few cars have a history as colorful as the Beetle. Originally designed in the 1930s as the people's car, it became a global phenomenon in the post-war years. By the 1960s and 70s, the Beetle wasn't just a car, it was a cultural movement. Affordable, reliable, and endlessly customizable, it was the car of students, artists, surfers, and everyday families. From movies like Herbie the Love Bug to countless appearances in pop culture, the Beetle's round shape and friendly face became instantly recognizable worldwide. Over 21 million were sold, making it one of the best-selling cars of all time. Volkswagen retired the Beetle in 2019, leaving fans thinking the legend was gone forever. But here we are in 2026, and the Beetle is reborn, this time as a fully electric urban EV. The 2026 Beetle doesn't try to reinvent itself too radically. Instead, Volkswagen has taken everything people loved about the classic Beetle, its curves, round headlights, and compact personality, and reimagined it for a new generation. The body is smooth and rounded, paying tribute to the iconic bubble shape. The front fascia features LED ring headlights, a playful nod to the Beetle's big eyes, while the VW badge glows softly in the center. The rear maintains the Beetle's friendly, approachable look, but integrates a sleek LED light bar stretching across the hatch. Sitting on Volkswagen's advanced MEB electric platform, the 2026 Beetle is slightly larger than past models, giving it more cabin space and better stability, but it remains compact enough to stay true to its roots as a nimble city car. And yes, Volkswagen offers a convertible version, reviving the fun-loving Beetle Cabriolet for sunny days. Here's where the 2026 Beetle makes its boldest move. Gone are the quirky air-cooled engines of the past. Instead, this Beetle is all-electric, designed to fit into Volkswagen's growing EV lineup. Standard model. A single-motor setup with around 200 horsepower and a range of 250 miles. Perfect for city driving. Long-range model. A larger battery delivering 300-plus miles of range. Performance Beetle R Edition. Dual motors with 300-plus horsepower, all-wheel drive, and a 0-60 time under 5 seconds, making it the fastest Beetle ever built. Charging is quick thanks to Volkswagen's 800-volt architecture, allowing 80% charge in just about 20 minutes at fast charging stations. This isn't the slow, economical Beetle of the past. This is a car that's still affordable and practical, but now with instant EV torque that makes driving in the city playful and exhilarating. Step inside the 2026 Beetle, and it's clear Volkswagen wants to mix nostalgia with modern luxury. The cabin is airy and welcoming, with a large panoramic glass roof option that makes the small car feel spacious. Retro-inspired round air vents and playful color options bring back the Beetle's fun personality, while the dashboard is dominated by a 12-inch digital touchscreen that controls navigation, climate, and media. Volkswagen also offers a retro mode on the screen where the digital gauges mimic the look of the Beetle's classic analog dials, a small but meaningful nod to the past. Seating for 4 is comfortable, with sustainable materials like recycled plastics and vegan leather available for eco-conscious buyers. And thanks to the EV platform, there's more cargo space than any previous Beetle, with both a rear trunk and a small front frunk. The Beetle has always been about accessibility, and Volkswagen is keeping that tradition alive. Base model, around $28,000. Long-range model, approximately $35,000. Performance Beetle R, around $45,000. This pricing puts the Beetle in a sweet spot. It competes with cars like the Mini Cooper SE and Fiat 500e, while offering more personality and range. It's designed not just for nostalgic fans, but also for younger urban buyers looking for an affordable EV that stands out in a sea of generic crossovers. The world of cars is changing fast. EVs are everywhere, and automakers are racing to redefine themselves. The return of the Beetle shows that heritage still has power. People want cars that mean something, not just appliances to get from point A to B. The 2026 Beetle is more than a car. It's a symbol of joy, individuality, and connection. It's Volkswagen saying, "We're ready for the EV future, but we're bringing our most beloved icon with us." And let's be honest, in a market filled with sharp-edged SUVs and futuristic pods, the Beetle's round, friendly face is a breath of fresh air. The 2026 Volkswagen Beetle proves that comebacks aren't just for muscle cars. Sometimes the most powerful statement is made by the smallest, friendliest car on the road. With its retro design, electric performance, and accessible pricing, the Beetle is set to win hearts all over again. Whether it's longtime fans reliving the past or new drivers discovering it for the first time, the Beetle is ready to become a global favorite once more. Stay tuned, because in Part 4, we'll look at another revival that's less about charm and more about raw American muscle heritage, the Chevrolet 3100 pickup, reborn for a new era. Number 3. The 2026 Chevrolet 3100 isn't just a revival of an old classic. It's a modern reimagining designed to dominate the roads while paying homage to its heritage. The original 3100 from the Advanced Design series was instantly recognizable with its rounded fenders, chrome grille, and wood bed. It stood out as both practical and stylish at a time when most trucks were strictly utilitarian. In 2026, Chevrolet has taken this nostalgic design language and blended it with modern technology. The result is a truck that feels both futuristic and deeply rooted in tradition. At first glance, the 2026 3100 has the same upright stance, iconic grille pattern, and smooth curves, but beneath the skin, it's a powerhouse of innovation. Chevy's designers have struck the perfect balance between retro and modern. The front grille retains the split-bar design of the original, but integrates LED matrix headlights for a sleek, high-tech look. The wheel arches are pronounced, giving the truck a muscular stance, while the side panels are smoothed out for a cleaner, more aerodynamic finish. The bed is a work of art in itself, featuring an aluminum and wood hybrid design, paying homage to the wooden planks of the 1940s version, but updated for durability. And just like the classic 3100, the new model is offered in bold colors: deep red, navy blue, jet black, and even a heritage-inspired forest green. One of the most exciting aspects of the 2026 Chevrolet 3100 is its variety of powertrain choices. Chevrolet understands that the modern truck buyer wants options. For purists, there's a 6.2-liter V8 engine, delivering over 450 horsepower, ensuring the truck doesn't just look strong, it feels strong. For efficiency-minded drivers, there's a hybrid variant, combining a smaller V6 with electric assistance for balanced performance and fuel economy. And for the future-focused, Chevrolet is offering a fully electric 3100 EV powered by Ultium battery technology with over 300 miles of range on a single charge. This flexibility ensures the 3100 isn't just a retro novelty, it's a serious contender in the modern truck market. Step inside the cabin of the 2026 Chevrolet 3100, and you're greeted with a fusion of retro charm and cutting-edge tech. The dashboard is styled with chrome accents and circular gauges reminiscent of the original, but instead of analog needles, you get a fully digital cluster that can be customized to show performance data, navigation, or even classic-inspired dials. The steering wheel has a vintage two-spoke design, but with integrated controls for infotainment and safety systems. Premium leather seats with diamond stitching add a luxury touch, while a large 15-inch infotainment screen brings modern connectivity to the forefront. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and over-the-air updates come standard. Even the door panels feature wood trim inserts, echoing the bed design and tying the heritage feel into the interior. Modern trucks need modern features, and the 3100 packs them in. Driver assist technologies include adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, and automatic emergency braking. Higher trims even offer hands-free driving with GM's Super Cruise system. The truck also features a 360-degree camera system, perfect for navigating tight city streets or hooking up a trailer. And thanks to its advanced infotainment system, the 3100 is not just a truck. It's a rolling smart device. What makes the 2026 Chevrolet 3100 so special is not just its design or performance, but its place in American culture. This is a truck that resonates with multiple generations. Baby boomers remember seeing the originals on farms and small-town streets. Younger enthusiasts admire its classic design and potential for customization. By reviving the 3100, Chevrolet isn't just selling a vehicle, it's reigniting a legacy. It represents resilience, tradition, and adaptability, the very qualities that define American roads. Chevrolet has also made the 3100 surprisingly accessible. The base price is expected to start around $48,000 for the V6 model, while the V8 and EV variants climb into the $60,000 to $70,000 range, depending on trim and options. Compared to luxury trucks and high-performance EVs, the 3100 offers a balance of affordability and prestige. It's not just a collector's piece, it's a truck people can actually own and use every day. The 2026 Chevrolet 3100 is more than just a re-release, it's a redefinition of what a truck can be. It takes everything that made the original iconic, its style, toughness, and versatility, and injects it with modern technology, sustainability, and luxury. Whether you're a truck enthusiast, a classic car fan, or just someone looking for a stylish, capable vehicle, the new 3100 is built to impress. In many ways, it's the perfect blend of past, present, and future. A truck that dominates the roads not just with power, but with history and heart. Number 4. The Pontiac GTO. Nicknamed the GOAT, this beast roared onto American roads in the 1960s and became a cultural icon overnight. It was bold, rebellious, and fast, a car built for those who wanted to challenge the status quo. Now, in 2026, after decades of silence, the Pontiac GTO is making a stunning comeback. And it isn't just returning as a nostalgic throwback, it's reinventing itself to dominate modern roads while still carrying the raw attitude that made it legendary. The GTO story began in 1964, when Pontiac engineers stuffed a massive V8 into a mid-size car, sparking the muscle car movement. It became the dream car for young drivers, a status symbol for speed lovers, and the blueprint for every muscle car that followed. By the 1970s, it had cemented its place in American history. Bringing it back in 2026 is more than just a corporate decision. It's about reigniting a passion that has been dormant for decades. Pontiac may no longer exist as an independent brand, but under GM's vision, the GTO returns as a standalone performance icon. The 2026 GTO captures the spirit of its ancestors while stepping boldly into the future. The front fascia pays homage to the split grille design that became a GTO trademark, but it's been sharpened with LED lighting, aggressive air intakes, and aerodynamic sculpting. The hood features functional scoops, echoing the Ram air systems of the late 60s, while the profile is wide and muscular, sitting low to the ground with flared fenders. The rear is equally bold, with quad exhaust tips, a subtle lip spoiler, and sequential LED taillights that nod to classic Pontiac styling. Buyers can even choose heritage-inspired colors like carousel red, starlight black, and verdoro green, alongside modern finishes like satin gray and metallic blue. Let's get to the heart of the GTO, its engine. Pontiac was always about raw power, and the 2026 model delivers just that. The base model comes with a 6.2-liter supercharged V8, producing 650 horsepower and 600 lb-ft of torque, making it one of the most powerful muscle cars on the road. For purists, this setup alone is enough to keep the legacy alive. But GM has gone further. There's also a hybrid-assisted V8 variant, combining performance with improved efficiency, and a rumored all-electric GTO EV with instant torque and a blistering 0-60 time of under 3 seconds. Whether you prefer the thunder of a combustion engine or the silent punch of electric power, the GTO offers something for every kind of enthusiast. Inside, the 2026 GTO balances retro charm with high-tech sophistication. The dashboard layout includes a driver-focused cockpit with a blend of physical knobs and digital screens. A 12-inch digital gauge cluster can be customized to display classic-style analog dials or modern performance metrics. The seats are bolstered sports chairs wrapped in premium leather with contrast stitching that reflects the exterior color. Heritage details, like a GTO badge embossed on the headrests and a retro-inspired shift knob, remind drivers of its roots. But make no mistake, this is a thoroughly modern machine. A 15-inch infotainment display, wireless connectivity, augmented reality navigation, and a premium Bose sound system make it as connected as any luxury coupe. Even better, the rear seats are usable, making it practical compared to many sports cars. Unlike the bare-bones GTOs of the past, the 2026 version is equipped with the latest safety and driver assist features. Adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, and collision avoidance systems come standard. Higher trims include Super Cruise, GM's semi-autonomous driving technology, which allows hands-free highway driving. Yet despite all the tech, the GTO never loses its edge. It still gives the driver full command when the road demands it. What makes the 2026 Pontiac GTO so shocking isn't just its return, it's how it returns. Many thought the muscle car era was fading in the face of electrification and stricter regulations. Instead, the GTO proves that there's still room for raw performance and bold design in a world of SUVs and EV crossovers. By offering multiple powertrain options, it caters to old-school muscle fans, eco-conscious buyers, and thrill-seekers alike. It's more than a car, it's a statement. American muscle is here to stay. The starting price for the 2026 GTO is expected around $65,000, making it competitive with the Dodge Challenger and Ford Mustang Shelby GT500. Higher trims like the hybrid and EV variants could push closer to the $80,000–$90,000 range, depending on options. This pricing ensures the GTO is accessible enough to attract a wide audience while maintaining the exclusivity of a true performance icon. The GTO has always been more than just a car. It's a piece of American culture. It was immortalized in songs, movies, and the memories of countless enthusiasts. Its return will stir nostalgia for older generations who remember its glory days, while introducing a new era of drivers to what made it special. Car meets, drag strips, and collectors' garages will buzz with excitement once the 2026 GTO hits the streets. It's not just a comeback, it's a cultural revival. The 2026 Pontiac GTO is more than just a rebirth, it's a revolution. By blending heritage design, cutting-edge technology, and sheer performance, it reclaims its throne as the king of muscle cars. It's bold, it's loud, and it's unapologetically American. Number 5. The Plymouth Hemi Cuda. And not just the classic, but the legendary 2026 rebirth that has shaken the automotive world. The Hemi Cuda has always been more than just a car. It's an icon of raw power, a symbol of muscle dominance from the golden era of the 1970s. When you said Hemi Cuda, you didn't just mean horsepower. You meant attitude, street presence, and a car that could silence competition before the first gear change. And now, after decades in the shadows, Plymouth is back in the spotlight with a 2026 model that promises to capture everything we loved about the original, while injecting it with the technology and performance of the modern age. The first thing you'll notice about the 2026 Hemi Cuda is the way it pays tribute to its roots. The long hood, the aggressive stance, and the bold front grille, everything screams muscle. But look closer, and you'll see the future carved into its lines. LED headlights blend into sharp, muscular fenders, while the wide track gives it a planted road presence. The rear has that unmistakable fastback style, but it's been modernized with aerodynamic refinements and a spoiler that not only adds drama but also performance stability. You can almost hear the designers say, "We kept the soul of the 70s Cuda but gave it the body of 2026. It's retro nostalgia and futuristic aggression rolled into one. Of course, no Cuda would be complete without the legendary Hemi engine. And Plymouth doesn't disappoint. Under the hood, the 2026 Cuda comes equipped with a supercharged 6.4-liter Hemi V8, pushing well over 700 horsepower. Yes, you heard that right. 700 horses waiting to tear up the asphalt. In a world where EVs are gaining ground, Plymouth decided to stay true to tradition, making sure muscle car lovers get that unmistakable roar, vibration, and raw energy that only a Hemi can deliver. That said, there are also whispers of a hybrid-assisted version, a blend of electrification and brute force, designed to keep the Cuda relevant in stricter emissions markets. But the main star? Still the gas-powered monster, reminding the world that muscle cars haven't gone soft. Step inside, and the 2026 Hemi Cuda greets you with a balance of retro design and futuristic tech. Plymouth has cleverly integrated classic styling cues like analog-inspired gauges and Cuda branding stitched into the seats. Yet, right in front of the driver, you'll find a fully digital instrument cluster that adapts to driving modes. Whether you're cruising in comfort, tearing through sport, or unleashing the beast in track mode. The infotainment system is modern, with a large center touchscreen, wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and over-the-air updates. But Plymouth didn't let tech overshadow character. The cabin feels raw, with carbon fiber accents, Alcantara finishes, and a driver-focused cockpit that tells you this car is meant to be driven hard. It's not just about horsepower, it's about how the 2026 Cuda delivers it to the road. Thanks to modern engineering, the car uses adaptive suspension, active aerodynamics, and enhanced traction control systems. This means it's not only blisteringly fast in a straight line, but also surprisingly agile through corners, something the old-school muscle cars never had a reputation for. With a 0 to 60 mph time under 3.5 seconds, the 2026 Hemi Cuda isn't just a classic reborn, it's a modern-day supercar disguised as a muscle icon. Now let's talk numbers. The 2026 Plymouth Hemi Cuda is expected to start at around $75,000, but higher performance trims could easily cross the $100,000 mark. That places it in direct competition with cars like the Dodge Challenger Hellcat, Ford Mustang GTD, and even entry-level Corvettes. But here's the kicker. It's not just competing. It's reviving a brand that fans thought was long gone. For collectors, this isn't just a car purchase. It's owning a piece of reborn history. Expect waiting lists, limited editions, and resale values that will shoot through the roof. The return of the Hemi Cuda isn't just about horsepower figures or retro styling. It's about heritage, passion, and identity. Plymouth might have been absent from showrooms for decades, but the 2026 Hemi Cuda shows that some legends refuse to die. Car culture is built on memories. The sound of a V8, the look of a fastback muscle coupe, the thrill of raw speed. The Cuda gives all of that back to enthusiasts while proving it can survive and thrive in the 21st century. For muscle car fans, it's not just a new car, it's a dream come true. The 2026 Plymouth Hemi Cuda isn't just a comeback. It's a statement. It's Plymouth telling the world, we may have been gone, but we're not forgotten. With its brutal Hemi engine, futuristic yet classic design, and a price tag that makes it both a collectible and a performance bargain, the Cuda is ready to dominate American roads once again. Stay tuned, because up next, we'll look at another American legend making waves in 2026, the Ford Mustang.